Hello, 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 hello. Oh, I am very tired. But damn it, this game's not going to beat itself, and I intend to beat it. How's everybody doing? Well, I hope. I've made an absolute hash of this already today. Well, 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 well. You're doing worse? I don't like that.
2. Crimson Flower. Pegasus Moon. Tempest of Swords and Shields. With Deirdre under Imperial control, the Leicester Alliance ceases to exist, and its remaining lords ally themselves with the Empire. The Black Eagle Strike Force, having now conquered all of Eastern Fodlan, confidently moves to invade the kingdom.
And that concludes Count Burghley's report. Just as your majesty predicted, the old alliance has willingly fallen under Imperial rule. However, even with Claude dead, there is no telling what manner of poison he left in his wake. We must be careful not to expose any weakness.
Of course, though it seems we can now attack the kingdom without issue.
True. However, you should know that Lord Arundel has entered Deirdre. It would seem he has already started collecting the relics of the old alliance.
Let him do as he pleases for now. It's not yet the time to chide him.
Understood. As for the kingdom, as we theorized, it is not entirely united. If we defeat the royal family of House Blathed, and a handful of other notable houses, it should fall under our control quite readily. Those we must target include the houses Fraldarius, Galatea, Gautier, and Karen.
What about House Row in Arian Road, the fortress city? Will they not side with us?
The head of House Fraldarius, Lord Rodrigue, has entered the city. It is possible that he has seized it.
I see. Then it might prove too difficult to strike Ferdiad right away.
Either way, when preparations are complete, we can begin our deployment into the kingdom.
That part of the plan remains unchanged. Professor, is something wrong? Yes, I don't imagine that you have much interest in a running list of noble names. But it matters not. The nobility and the weight of all those names will be gone once the war is over. This month, we must again put all of our effort into preparing for battle. I'm counting on you, my teacher. Ah!
What the hell?
Professor, you didn't hear anything just now, did you? Of course I am. It's nothing. Nothing at all. I told you it was nothing and I meant it.
Are you seriously gonna pull like
It's
a
just...
There's
well,
a rat?
there was a rat. I don't enjoy the company of rats. I believe I've told you about this before. About when I was held captive beneath the palace.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of rats there. To this day, I just... What? Oh! Professor, leave here at once. I recall now that Hubert needs to speak with me. I must change my clothes. Now! Whatever you do, don't look this way.
She's seriously drawing sketches of me.
Then forget what you saw. That's an order.
Uh-huh. It's Hanneman's birthday!
My room. Thank you. Delightfully warming. Indeed. Yes, yes. What? Indeed. Indeed. Well then. The monastery holds so many documents in its library, yet certain facts continue to elude me. Thank you for all.
You're welcome. Good day. Oh my god, so many support conversations to get through. Let's go!
Ah, here you are.
Are they gonna have Dorothea propose to
What's
Linhardt
up,
as well?
Lynn? Come to invite me to dinner?
Well, that too. But first, there is something I wish to say. I believe I previously implied that it's okay to live out your days by running away from what troubles you. And I think that I was unkind to you.
What are you talking about?
To be honest, while I try to be easygoing, I currently feel a bit uneasy about something. One of the effects of running away constantly is that eventually one runs out of places to, well, run. Because I avoid memories
Yeah,
I
his
find
old hair was
unpleasant,
better.
the number of things I avoid is forever increasing. I've never learned to deal with the pain of my past, so I can never increase my tolerance toward new pains.
And?
That's all. But there are some nights where it really worries me.
That's what you wanted to say? It'd be the same if you weren't avoiding things. You'd just be up at night wondering what was coming next. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate you showing me a glimpse of your real self for the first time.
For the first time? Each time I speak, I show my real self.
So, what about that conversation we had?
Which conversation?
When you said I was a great woman, was that true?
Of course. You have too low an opinion of yourself.
I thought you were just trying to make me feel better. I didn't really think you looked at me that way, Lynn.
Why? Is it so strange? You seemed rather happy about it at the time.
It's not weird. Okay, it's kind of weird. You're weird, Lynn. You know, I'm hungry all of a sudden. Maybe I laughed too much.
Good. I was going to invite you to dinner.
You were?
When I walked in, you asked if I'd come to invite you to dinner. I said yes. But I can't be bothered to walk into town. Shall we visit the dining hall?
What? Oh, fine. Show me this easygoing way of yours.
Come on, Bernadetta, open up. Why are you so mad at me? I have no clue what this is about, but I'm sorry.
You have no clue? Don't you remember what you did to me?
No. I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. You did all kinds of things. But the worst thing was carrying me off Twice! I thought I might die!
What are you even talking about?
Don't act like you never took me to that place!
What place? Why won't you? Oh, the place with the pretty view. Why are you mad about that?
Because you hold me around like a piece of luggage!
Again, why are you mad about that?
Don't act all surprised! How would you feel to be yanked around like that?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize
Yeah, you did.
I was just excited to show it to you. Maybe I went a little overboard. I'm real sorry about that.
You are? Well, I hope you understand now.
I definitely do, and I feel awful about it. What can I do to make it up to you? Anything you want. I want to show you how seriously sorry I am.
Well, all right. I'd like you to, bring me to that place again. But promise me 2 things first.
Anything.
One, we're walking.
No carrying, no pulling around. Treat me gently.
Sure, of course. No problem. But that was 3 things, not 2.
That was 1 thing. Be gentle, okay?
Yeah, oh, okay. Sorry. What's the other thing?
I want you to promise not to take anyone else.
Oh God, we're gonna have all sorts of
All
love
right, I
triangles.
can promise that. Seems a little strange, though. Why do you care?
Come on, if you really want to apologize, hurry up and take me there.
Right, on it. Here we are. Look at that gorgeous sunset.
This is it. The same view. After all that time inside, the sun feels like it's piercing right through me.
This little bit of sunshine? You really gotta get outside more. From now on, I'm gonna take you to all sorts of different places. I promise I'll be gentle, and I promise I won't take anyone else. Just you and me, all right?
What? But... okay. But if you get sick of me, I'm sorry ahead of time.
What? Good one, Bernadetta.
Man.
Professor Hanneman, how unexpected.
Hello, Miss Dorothea. There is something I would like to ask you, should you have a moment.
And whatever would that be, Professor?
It's just some rumor I heard about your prejudice against the nobility. You remember when you came to me before, and we talked about how I used to be noble? I was just wondering what your aim was.
To clarify, I only hate nobles who are obsessed with their status. You're not that kind of man, Professor. I mean that, really. And it sounds like you never were.
I see. But hating nobles obsessed with their status, you must have had some terrible experience in the past. My apologies. That was rather presumptuous.
No, it's fine. As I'm sure you know, I was a highly praised songstress for a time. Before I was a singer, though, I was an orphan. And before that, I was the daughter of a noble's maid.
My goodness. From an orphan to a renowned songstress. That is quite a life you have led, Miss Dorothea.
Well, I don't remember much of my early years. My father was never there, and my mother was driven out of the noble house where she worked. Before long, she fell ill. I was always alone, and I lived in the alleys of the imperial capital, just trying to survive from one day to the next.
I see.
Eventually, after I became a singer, I met the nobleman that I think is my father.
Oh.
He'd had a child with a maid, but the child didn't have a crest. So he threw them both away. Those were his very words. I can't prove that he really was my father, but I suppose it doesn't matter. He didn't know who I was. And when he flirted with me, my feelings were something beyond fury. I was dumbfounded. In truth, I felt that way about all of the nobles who flocked around me, yet would just as easily have tossed me away should it better suit them.
You have my most heartfelt of apologies, Dorothea. I am afraid my curiosity has opened old wounds. Sadly, it is undeniable that the nobility is full of such terrible people. Perhaps even myself.
What'd you do?
Professor?
Oh, it is nothing. Just lost in a memory of my own. Just know that I will do my part to ensure that you always know kindness in this world.
Is he your dad?
Thank you.
My princess is lovely. My princess is fair. She sings like cicadas in midsummer's air.
Cicadas? Those noisy little bugs that swarm about, endlessly mingling with one another?
Oh, good point. I will revise. My princess is lovely. My princess is fair. She sings like a swallow in midsummer's air.
Migrating birds. Never sticking around for long. Always off to find love somewhere else.
No, what I meant was,
Oh, Ferdinand, you're just not yourself today. You don't seem focused. Your poetry lacks poetry. Perhaps a break is in order.
I would not dream of stopping now. This is my golden opportunity.
Pardon me?
We are finally alone. Just the two of us.
Why, yes, we are.
Ferdinand, are
aren't
you
we?
into Manuela?
You see, Manuela, I have long admired you.
Is that a fact?
I saw you perform countless times while you were with the opera company.
Oh, I see. So what did you think?
The figure you cut, that heartbreaking voice, I was mesmerized. That is why I am tongue-tied. I am nervous about speaking to you alone, after idolizing you for so long.
There's no need to be nervous, Ferdinand. That songstress you recall is long gone. I get nervous too, you know. But I want you to feel relaxed around me. Understood?
Yes, yes, I promise to try.
You're really full of surprises, you know that? I assumed you'd be more interested in combat than the arts. Come and chat sometime? I'd love to hear more about how my performances mesmerized you.
Alright, everybody, it's time for monastery exploration time. It's gonna take a bit.
Right.
I think I've lived at Garrigmock Monastery for a few decades now. Still, the other day I got myself all turned around. There are so many secret rooms and hidden passages. Maybe I'll take the time to properly search the place. Care to join me? I expect it to take a whole day.
Yes. I just wanted to help out my brother Randolph, so I aspired to be a soldier. My brother puts his life on the line to fight, so I'll put everything I have into it too. Eventually, the enemy will attack, and when they do, we'll defend this place to the bitter end.
It doesn't have to be bitter.
Hey, you know as well as I do the day's coming that we'll have to fight the Archbishop and her knights. We've got some strong fighters here, sure, but even with all our training, I don't know if we can win. I just don't see how any of us can compete with the Archbishop, say, turning into a monster. Yeah? What if that fight's to the death? Yours and mine in particular.
Damn it.
Yes.
I'll be home again soon. Still here.
Sorry, but this is war!
Goodbye.
Pretty good, huh? How about this? They call Lord Rodrigue, who's defending Aryan Road, the Shield of Fargus. He used to be on friendly terms with Dimitri's father, the former king. There's no chance that he'll surrender to us.
That's fine.
Hey!
The worst part about going into battle is knowing you might have a friend fighting for the other side. You were a mercenary, Professor. Were you always prepared for that? Guess I need to learn. Won't make a very good mercenary otherwise, will I? Fighting old friends. There's nothing worse. My hands shake just thinking about it. I didn't want Claude to die. Does that make me soft?
No comment.
I am grateful. I have Claude to thank. Before the battle, he considered my precarious position and told me it wouldn't matter if we fell to the Empire. So when you invited me, I accepted without hesitation. Ultimately, this ended without the Alliance being entirely consumed by this war. It's all thanks to Claude.
Sure.
Professor.
Claude von Regan. What an interesting character. Underneath that compassionate exterior, he was always cold and calculating. Ordinary fools run headlong into combat without even considering the possibility of defeat. But to consider one's chances and to prepare for plans to go awry, that takes real intelligence. I have to say, I am impressed beyond words. Claude underneath
What the?
Hey!
city.
The kingdom always is cold. I have hatred for the cold. Bridget is not cold. We have no cold spirit. Does the goddess of Fodlan give protection from the cold? I am wishing I knew how to ask her.
Okay.
May I say, General Ladislava is really popular among the citizens of the Empire. If I remember correctly, the Emperor herself has recognized her genius and made her a general. Despite her considerable talent, she never puts on airs. And she's beautiful, too. She's even known as the Scarlet Warrior.
Sure, whatever.
Say now.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. You may already know this, but the Kingdom and the Alliance were once a single entity.
So was
the leaders of the Alliance, House Regan, are actually a branch of the Blythed royal family. In a way, it's just a battle of the part of the Blythed family tree that rose in rebellion against the Empire.
Doesn't seem to be much unrest in the former Alliance territories, perhaps thanks to Count Burgley's strength. That said, General Randolph is the head of one of the branches of House Burgley's. It was once difficult for someone from a branch family to get ahead in life. But under Her Majesty, anyone who accomplishes great deeds during the war will see more success than they could have ever imagined.
Good.
Thoughts?
It's like this.
What do you require? Farewell.
Welcome. This one?
Thank you.
This one?
Thank you.
This one?
Thank you. Please come again.
Ah.
Hey, how about a favor?
Hey, welcome. Come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Oh no.
Deirdre's fallen. The Alliance nobles have surrendered to the Empire. We made it through with as few losses as possible. Not bad, all things considered. But I doubt it'll be so easy to deal with Fargus.
Yeah.
Professor!
You there!
Your next opponents will be the Kingdom's army and the Knights of Seiros. Both fearsome foes. Put the mobility of my troops to good use, and let us protect the Kingdom's western battlefront. When this month has ended, I'll depart. I pray that you have good luck in battle.
The main body of the Imperial Army is moving to the western region of the former Alliance territory to attack the Kingdom. The time when victory or defeat will be decided between us and the Kingdom is close at hand.
Cool. It sure is a hat.
Okay. Randolph has a big appetite. It does a heart good to see him.
Wow, we've got the citizens
He's
are all just
handsome, too.
drooling over
Compared to
these
him,
nobles.
Hubert
eh?
is... Forget I said anything.
Our Emperor mercilessly cuts down all those who stand in her way. Even the Master Tactician.
Ferdinand, I hope you'll take this opportunity to speak freely to me.
I do not require your permission to speak my mind.
Good. Good. So glad.
What?
King Demetria Fargus possesses superhuman strength. I heard he can lift a horse with a single hand. I wonder if it's true.
War isn't kind to you if you're a recluse. By the time you realize what's going on, you're already under attack. And if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out. Got me out of my room at least. That's good, right?
Can you help me?
What?
What about this? It goes without saying, but Garreg Mach is the most important sacred place to the Church of Seiros. The Knights of Seiros will try to get this place back by any means necessary. I don't think they're going to stay in the Kingdom capital forever. We should stay vigilant.
The majority is with us. This conflict will end soon. I am so moved by the Alliance Noble's decision. That is true nobility, acting in accordance with the people's needs and wishes. As war drags on, those living near the front lines inevitably get the worst of it. We will not see such a peaceful resolution in Fargus, I am afraid, as it is ruled by the royal family, not a council of nobles.
Did you meet my father in Deirdre? I guess he'll be responsible for controlling the Regan territory and maintaining popular support. Not really sure what all that means, though. You're probably right. I'll do my best.
Hey! Hey there. Finally, the Kingdom. After that, we'll battle the Church. I volunteered for monastery guard duty. It was more for my family than anything. But now, from the bottom of my heart, I want to see Her Majesty ruling this land. Even if it costs me my life, I will protect Garreg Mach.
Why are all of you in such a rush to die?
Definitely.
Yet neither the Emperor nor the Empire have my allegiance. It is all simply part of the agreement. There is no other reason for me to be here.
How about this?
Okay.
Thoughts?
Ah.
Appreciate it. Welcome.
Oh, what can we buy? Ooh, all sorts of stuff. Hey, look at that. She sells all of the stat increasing items. Those are expensive. And master seals. Limited number of them. And elixirs. And the accessories. Nice.
Is that the one?
Come back soon.
I'll be honest. I was hoping that you would sell
Hello there.
stuff that was supposed to be
Return soon, please.
one of these stupid
Hey,
quests.
welcome. Come again.
I need chickpeas and a peach cone.
Say now.
Cathedral first.
I'll keep. This is no.
Right. Need something?
Oh, I mean, like, it'd be foolish not to just...
This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
No.
Professor, I've been exploring the Holy Mausoleum. It's quite interesting in there. There is a mechanism I believe would allow us passage into the Holy Tomb, but I'm unclear on how to activate it. My research hasn't turned up much. It may come down to asking the Archbishop for details. Indeed. We'll see if it's worth the trouble.
Hi there.
running around, doing all the conversations.
You must know this already. The former Fargus territory used to belong to the Empire. The Battle of Tailtean, where Nemesis was defeated,
It's the monthly
put
explore and
Fargus
talk
under
to
the Empire's
everyone and make
control.
sure everyone's motivations are up
Centuries
before
later,
lecture next
a
week.
revolution sprung up in Fargus. and through the mediation of the church, the kingdom gained independence. The ringleader of the revolt became the first king, Lug von Blaidd. The Blaithids, the royal family of Fargus, are directly descended from Lug, who was also known as the King of Lions. If you look at it from the point of view of the Empire, the kingdom is just a bunch of traitors.
Yeah.
Claude, lost in battle. My goodness. Do you suppose this means the end of House Regan? While the crest of von Regan is not terribly rare, the long lineage of the von Regan family will be broken. No. At the very least, I think not. There are other lesser crests to research. Yet I am a human first and a scholar second. For now, I grieve the fallen and pray for those still living.
Hey, you.
The Leicester Alliance is no more. 300 years of history, gone and done. They write operas about events like this, you know? I'm sure you'll be played by the most handsome actor of the time. Hearts will pound as he takes the stage. A diva will play 80. You'll fall madly in love, even if it isn't historically accurate.
Owl?
Professor. If the Alliance falls, then the Kingdom will... There's no time to waste. If we hesitate, we risk losing the initiative.
Then why are we waiting till the end of the month?
I do think we should let the troops rest, though. We must maintain morale, Professor.
Why
And
are we
let's make
waiting
sure
till the
this
end of the
matter
month?
Stays between us. If it gets out, I'll struggle to forgive even you. It seems you don't comprehend the consequences of angering the Emperor.
What are you talking about? I don't know what she's on about. Oh, is that what happened?
Nice job.
Alright, how do I get chickpeas in a peach current? I have a peach current. I have 26 of them, in fact. So it's the chickpeas that I'm lacking? How the hell do I get chickpeas? From a can. Oh, thank you. So helpful. Apparently this is the time to fish. Catching fish that are worth 2,000 gold with bait that costs 25. Except that here's one that costs 10. Yeah, leveling up my teaching.
That looks delicious. I'd rather eat alone in my room, but since that's apparently not allowed...
I mean, we do teach still. Technically. I'd really like it if I could find... what they want me to find.
Hello.
Oh, 1 second. Hi, that's a ban-worthy offense. Bot. We are going to report and spam and bots and next and selling viewers and block and close and ban. Oh man, feels good. Yeah, sorry. I hit a button. It's fine. How many? We got 3 things left. I guess. Let's go. Have tea. If we're allowed to have tea.
Professor, if we, I do think.
Perhaps.
Alright. What do we need training on? I mean, fair. Dancing Mad's a really good song. What do I want to do? I guess we could just do the training, make money, get teacher points.
No.
Professor, I've been... There is...
There is still more.
The less they were, I'm sure, a diva.
I guess he'll be...
Free time over.
Nothing. Praise isn't necessary. I still have...
Didn't get Petra's motivation up. That's a shame.
It is... Oh! How embarrassing. Oh!
Thanks for...
I have a question for you, I do believe you're right.
Professor.
Fine. Edelgard wants to have a visit.
Yes? Oh, it's you, Professor. I was certain it was Hubert coming to drag me back to my duties. Your Majesty, you must know your supreme talents are needed at present. Why not gaze at these documents instead of the sky? Doesn't it? And the worst part is that he's always right, so I can't even argue with him. But that's enough about Hubert for the moment. While I have your attention, I'd like to thank you for your help in that last battle. As you well know, I'm perfectly capable of commanding the army by myself. However, when you're around, it's somehow different. I'm not sure I can properly explain it. I suppose your perspective on the battlefield is simply sharper than mine. When you're devising tactics and tricks for us, it's almost as though you can read the enemy's mind. There's no getting around it. Your talent for strategy far exceeds my own. I'm quite jealous, in all honesty. Is that a fact? Well, if you insist. I suppose a flower from another's field is always more beautiful. I'll admit, I think of you as rather detached, so to hear that you have emotions such as jealousy is something of a relief. I can't deny it. Ever since I underwent those procedures, I have certainly distanced myself from the ordinary world. Friends. That word somehow doesn't seem adequate. Besides, we've been friends for a long time, you and I. By now, we're so much more than that, at least in my mind. You know, instead of Edelgard, you can call me just Elle, if you so please. That's what my parents and closest sisters used to call me when I was little.
Aww.
Now there's no one left who calls me Elle. But with you, well, I think I could allow it. In fact, it would mean a great deal to me. Why? Well, you have stood beside me and shared my burdens. As I said, you are much more than a friend. In truth, you are like family to me. I suppose that's why. Put your heart into it, Ferdinand. It'll...
Yes, right.
Nothing could slow me down for something...
Impressive.
It's not like you to say...
Good job, team.
Can't let this power go unused.
Oh my god, there's so many paralogues. Well, it's... Edelgard and Ferdinand.
Ah, the smell, the texture, the smooth finish. This region's tea is the finest in the world.
Hello, Ferdinand. You seem to be in a good mood.
What is that supposed to mean? Perhaps you expected me to hold a grudge against you after our duel. In fact, I have moved on.
Have you now? Well, I'm glad to hear it.
I took it hard at the time, I will confess. I always thought that I equaled you in skill, or even surpassed you. But you showed me that I do not come close to matching your talents. Yet a true noble does not give up in the face of defeat. I will continue my training, and one day I will be an elite warrior. That is the path I must take, as a noble and a man of honor.
You really are in a good mood. Your determination is admirable.
Yes, one day I will surpass your abilities, and I will defeat you in combat.
Ferdinand, there's something I've been meaning to say to you for a while now. Honestly, I couldn't care less that you are of noble birth. Your fierce determination doesn't come from your bloodline. It's your own doing. The reason I value you and want to be friends with you is because of who you are, not who your family is.
I have something I would like to say to you, too. Certainly we must recognize the common folk who strive for greatness and attain it. But for those of us born into nobility, things are more complicated. From birth, nobles must excel. If we do not, we will be forced out of our houses. This environment breeds superior individuals.
No!
And they in turn recreate the rigorous environment for their own children. Without that cycle, there would be no political elite guiding the world towards prosperity.
Oh, Ferdy, you were doing so good. I'm sorry to do this.
The kind of world I'm striving to create is wrong?
I would not go so far as to say your way is wrong, just that another way might be better. If you insist upon undoing the nobility, then we must build something in its place. We can provide free education for all.
Okay,
and
you're
then
doing
select
better.
the highest performing students for more intensive training and tutoring. I truly believe that people are products of their environment.
Finding a way to educate the people. Interesting. I'm impressed by how much thought you've given this. No matter what shape the world takes, I'm sure I'll always need people like you by my side. People with strong principles who will argue with me and force me to consider ideas that are contrary to my own.
Yes, exactly. Finally, Edelgard, you appreciate how important I am to your cause.
I've always thought of you as a valued friend, Ferdinand. That's nothing new.
Edelgard, I have to tell you something. I think now is the right time. Do you know what my ancestor Derek von Eyre said after your ancestor defeated him? He said, "You are an imperial beauty. Please, accept me as your husband."
Halt, Ferdinand. There's a time and a place for everything. But that time is not now.
Oh, God. Alright. Certifications? She needs much better bow and riding skills. Do I also turn her into a bow knight? Or do we try to turn her into a great knight? That'll be harder, actually, because she also has to get heavy armor and axe. Maybe she does become a bow knight. Okay, so that's the goal.
Easy.
Good.
Of course I...
I pass?
Oh yeah!
Battle? Oh boy. All right.
There. We must rethink the supply route now that the battle lines have moved. This one will be Hubert, and Count Burgleys will oversee this force here. Ah, Professor, is something wrong? Sorry, I thought I had a bit more time before the council meeting. No bother at all, but I'm afraid I'm not quite finished here. Still, I'm happy to see you. Your presence lightens my mood a great deal. Now, let's see.
Pardon, Your Majesty. An urgent matter.
What's happened?
There is an army from Elmira at Fodlan's throat. Reports indicate it is of appreciable size. A steep mountain range runs along the border between Fodland and Elmira. That mountain range is called Fodlan's Throat. The sturdy fortress built within those mountains is called Fodlan's Locket. It occupies the sole path through. The Church and the Alliance nobles built the locket to safeguard against Elmiran invasion.
Normally, House Goneril watches over the fortress. In times of trouble, the lords join together to protect it. But I assume it would be too difficult to defend against this incursion with only the troops of Goneril.
The situation has been precarious for House Goneril since Holst fell ill.
Holst is a formidable commander. It's only logical that House Goneril would struggle in his absence. The Alliance is shattered. They can't request soldiers from the surrounding wards. And the Imperial troops stationed there can't be relocated so easily. The best course of action is for us to go out there and deal with this ourselves. It's critical for us to protect that location. This is our chance to prove that we won't allow it to fall.
Yes. It is to the benefit of our future governance not to abandon it. It seems this must be done. Will you assist us?
Yeah, of course.
We'll depart after you finish making preparations. Move swiftly. We must move before the Almiran army crosses the throat.
Bonites. Warriors. Ooh. Wyvern Riders. Giant bird. Another giant bird. 3 giant birds! Wow. Hey, it's Natter again. I let you run away last time. I guess. Alright, sure. Mastered. 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 Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. 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 Yep. Sure.
Life is comprised.
Okay. Sure. Alright. Before we punch go, I'm gonna take a short break. Cycle fluids, get more water, all that jazz. Get back in a few. Okay. Who thinks we're gonna just crush this?
It seems we made it in time. Let's help the soldiers of House Goneril withdraw. The Black Eagle strike force.
Support!
Oh, they all just run away?
Reinforcements? And that flag belongs to the Imperial Army! Ha! A fine enemy indeed! Break through the locket and make a name for yourself. No need to be shy. Strike all at once!
This guy's an idiot.
We fight to protect Fodlan. If the defensive line is broken, we fail. Our enemies are many, but we can use the terrain.
My orders?
I do this for all of us.
Ready for anything.
Put me in there.
For the Empire.
What's my strategy?
More fighting.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Thanks so much. Winning is what matters.
There's no stopping me.
I'd be honored.
I will prevail.
I'm awake.
Man, there's a lot of them. And they've got these giant birds. What's up with the giant birds?
Sweet of you.
Yeah, shoot that.
A boon for our future. I'm continuing.
Might makes right.
Good form.
I work.
I'm not
Sword
dying here.
Little savant or whatever that could call. Didn't notice that.
There's more work to...
Well, he's dead now. One second. Gotta take a quick break. Oh wait, I was muted still. Someone told them this Empire thing was for the birds and they misunderstood. Yes, exactly. Good job. Strong work. That's too many archers. If you go up here, can you hit that? Not that guy. Not that guy. No, that guy is just out of your range. Hit that guy now.
This could turn the tides.
For the fate of Fodlan.
This is my stage now. I'm growing.
cost of war.
Good.
I've still got it.
You know, one thing that they don't have
Thanks so much.
in this game, they used to have in the other games, was that you could have mounted characters rescue other characters. So that you can carry them around the battlefield. Get a little bit more movement out of some characters that were slower.
I owe you.
Did the trick.
It's win or die.
Rescue. So they could just carry them behind them on their horse or their wyvern or their pegasus.
Another victory.
Oh, they keep getting reinforcements. That's what's happening back there. They're so confused. They're just like, what is going on?
Let's shake things up.
I can help too.
Put the plan into action.
What a bother.
Well done.
I can't lose! I must steel myself.
We'll cover.
Use what you have.
I'm here to help.
Ooh. Just. Yeah, hit that guy with a hand axe.
Attack at your own risk. I'm in.
I have a plan.
Need some help?
Get him.
I've got another option.
You're weak.
Who wants to punch a bird? Gaspar does.
Hardly worth the effort.
Very impressive.
Sure.
Good assist.
I will see this war through.
Wow, he gets to shoot back? That's wild. Well, like hell, I say.
I do not tolerate obstacles.
Keep it up. Thank you.
Hope you're ready. Big win.
Counterattack crit.
Still room to improve.
If I live, I fight.
This battle is your last. For the fate of Fodlan.
Damn.
My efforts are...
What's this guy's deal? Oh, he's sitting on a silver shield. That's why I might want to kill him.
I owe you one.
Shoot that guy's life.
Oh! This is my stage now.
End this.
I'll return the favor.
This is the cost of war. I'll take all the strength
Good, good.
Now's our chance.
Missed. You missed.
Going down.
Weak face.
Who's next? Get in line.
Get in line.
If I live, I fight.
The only possible outcome. I've no time to idle.
It all comes down to this.
Wow, they actually hit him. That's annoying.
That
Make a difference?
Not for myself, for everyone.
I was really hoping for that crit.
I'll fight to the very last.
He kills me on the first hit. This is the only chance I have to actually.
A boon for our future.
A great
Was it that? Back to the fray.
No damage. One damage. Wow. Oh, he's a wyvern lord. Got it.
Let's keep up the pace.
Try. Every point of damage is a point of damage.
Of course.
Of course you're using the
Ready for anything. Thank you.
Oh, I got him once.
Back to the fray. It won't be in vain. There is still... In the name of justice!
So this is how far I go. Unbelievable. What a scary woman.
Without power, who can you protect? I've made it my own.
Not what I was hoping for.
Yeah, that was a pretty terrible level I shooting.
A fine display.
No matter how many times you attack, we will never allow you to capture the throat. The Almiran troops are difficult opponents. For now, I would much rather focus on Fodlan's internal territories. I hope they don't mount another attack anytime soon.
I mean, why? We completely schooled them.
The Almiran army retreated. Their casualties were numerous. As I understand it, they won't be attempting another invasion anytime soon. Still, we must prepare the local troops before their enemy returns.
Perhaps...
That is my hope. I would even consider a treaty. Unlike Fodlan, Almira is not a land ruled by blind fealty to the goddess. I believe we need only to communicate openly with them and respect the differences between our cultures. If we do that, we should be able to have a meaningful dialogue with them, one more promising than what we can expect from followers of the goddess. Ah, Hubert, what did Duke Goneril say?
He expresses his sincere gratitude to Lady Edelgard. In addition, he would like to leave the protection of the throat to Imperial troops from now on.
Is that so? How reasonable of him. By the way, what was it that ailed Holst?
I did not hear all the details, but apparently he ate some bad mushrooms. It is said he is now emaciated and pale, and his skin exudes a mysterious vapor.
Huh. I can't help but imagine what that must look like. But it's probably better not to think about it.
Wow.
Agreed. Do not worry yourself with such thoughts.
What did you do, Hubert?
Indeed. Well, then maybe you should pay a visit. And then you could tell me what it looked like.
Well, let's do Zemming.
Professor, you're here. No. But while you are here, you may as well listen. I am sure you recall hearing about Kranya, Solon, and Lord Arundel. I'm investigating their true identities. I want to know their origins, their numbers, their base of operations, their plans. I want to know where they acquired their dark powers, how they disguise themselves. Many intriguing mysteries surround these people. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
I have a name for them. Those who slither in the dark.
Lord Hubert, pardon me, but Lord Arundel is at the monastery. He says he wants to discuss something with you and is waiting in the reception hall.
Speaking of, Professor, would you come along?
Hubert, I have something I must request of you.
Request? That is an unusual word choice. A request by definition can be refused. But if you have orders, Regent, I will follow them.
Such a reaction before you even hear me out. Very well. One of my subordinates was conducting experiments in the sealed forest. The demonic beast he was using ran wild and has created something of a situation. Take care of it.
Experiments, you say? Very well. I will set out at once. Professor, will you assist?
Of course.
Thank you for your support. It is a great help.
Experiments, you say? Demonic beasts, you say? Rampant, you say? Ooh, we get a very small team this time, huh? Or are we spread out all over the place? Winged demonic beast. Ooh, and it's got like a mask? Oh yeah, we're all over the place, aren't we? Oh, they've all got masks. Does that mean they're more powerful now? Alright, we don't get as many people this time. Alright. turn cast bar. He's really good at punching things together. But this is probably fine. Let's say Shalir along with Ash again. We can say Casper along with Petra. Or along with Lily. Sure. Sure, I don't know. Store that, don't need to store that. Anyone master their class? Oh, we mastered our class. That's awkward. Edelgard mastered hers. Also, awkward. We'll put it back in
anything to.
Reinhardt has not mastered. Thea has not mastered. Ferdinand is not mastered. Petra is not mastered. Donna is not mastered. Anna is not mastered. Ash has mastered. Damn it, Ash.
I'll embrace them.
Welcome. Come back soon.
So we could change Kevin to a thief. Cavalier. Wow, that is a lot of stats. Given I think for 220. He's 9 points. God, that's brutal. Including a movement speed? I mean, maybe I'm just in the end game, eh? Might just be
My. Looks like this forest became infested with demonic beasts while we weren't looking. I suppose we've not a moment to lose. Not that I'm concerned for any of these people, but since there may be a reward in it for us, we may as well do what we can to rescue them. Now then, let's split up and move in to assist. It may be worth focusing your attention on those being targeted by multiple demonic beasts.
I'd be honored.
My orders?
For the Empire!
What's my strategy?
I'm awake.
I'll cut a bloody path.
We've got to try.
Enjoy this fall.
I do this for all of us.
Let's shake things up.
I've got another option.
They're very cool with the masks.
I will prevail. I have a plan.
Ready for anything.
I will hope to.
Exploit their weak spots.
More fighting.
Watch and learn.
Yeah, the weird hat matches are great.
Turn the tables.
Seems.
It's win or die. I'm growing.
Well, I got it again.
It's a waste of time.
Wow, it's a big one.
Let's shake this up. You can't be too skilled.
Dude, you stole my kill.
This is our chance.
Oh, it's I made a mistake.
Can I? I'm awake.
Good.
I do this for all of us.
I'd be honored. Without power, who can you protect?
My orders?
Good job.
I can always count on you.
Ready for anything.
For the Empire.
What's my strategy?
I will prevail.
More fighting.
Apologies.
I'm getting...
I'll cut a bloody path.
Dying would defeat the purpose.
I mean, the question is, what do we think is in that box? And is it worth worrying about at this point? Probably not, because this does get absolutely nowhere this game. Well, you might not. Sure. Let's see.
What a disgrace to be saved by those fools.
Enough. These certainly proved useful. Go ahead and take them.
Your tools, I gather. Yes, I suppose we will take them off your hands, since you asked so nicely.
Thank you so much.
I'm surprised at you, Hubert, saving all of my poor subordinates. It seems gratitude is in order. Let us meet again soon.
Good riddance. What a nuisance that man is. He and his ilk must be aware of my investigation. No doubt this was all an attempt to make us believe we are powerless against them. It has only achieved the opposite effect. They are looking down on us. They think we cannot touch them, but the closer we get to them, the less true that becomes. Just look at this weaponry we received as a token of their appreciation. It would be impossible for us to manufacture such a piece with our current tools and knowledge. It is not as powerful as a relic, but it is nearly so. We will keep them close for now, while we still need their strength to rule Fodlan. Once Fodlan is united, however, the focus of this war will shift. Rather than swords clashing on the battlefield, it will be knives cutting in the darkness. Lady Edelgard's war will be over, and House Vestra's will begin. We who rule the shadows will eradicate those who slither in the dark. When that time comes, Professor, you will be quite useful to us.
Yeah, all right.
My thank you so much.
I am grateful.
I thank you.
I have gratitude.
Thanks so much.
You be looking evil these days? How dare you? He just has some product in his hair. That doesn't make him evil.
Nothing. Praise. Nothing. I'm a...
I got it? You're...
His eyes always looked like that.
Let's do the...
And talking about shanking enemies that we are keeping close for now. Like, come on, guys.
Professor.
Eloise.
Hello, Professor. What brings you here? Fancy a bit of fishing? Are you looking for help with something? Ah, no. Your eyes tell a different story. You know, I can hardly go fishing without thinking of old Gerald. He and I would just sit here, casting our lines again and again. I'm no better at it now than I was then. Not a single nibble. Just like your father. You know all the tricks of the fisherman's trade. I was hopeless at it, but he was a master. In the time it took me to catch one fish, he could fill his basket to the brim. You know, talking to you, I'm feeling very nostalgic. Why don't you join me? We can trade some stories about the old man. We spoke before about how Gerald never seemed to age, right? Once, when he was drunk, he let the secret slip. He said he'd had an infusion of crest-bearing blood, and it had greatly extended his life. Well, we'd both been drinking, I figured he was joking, so I just laughed it off. Then I asked him his age. He said he'd stopped counting after he hit 100. And he was telling the truth. In those 20 years he was away, he didn't age a bit. An incredible person, to be sure. And I probably don't know the half of it. Actually, I'd like to ask you something about Gerald, if you don't mind. When Gerald was away from the monastery, what was he like? In other words, he was exactly the same. When he was with the Knights, he always found time to go fishing. He was hooked on it, you might say. He'd say there was no greater pleasure in life than sinking his teeth into a fish he'd caught and washing it down with a drink. I have to say, right now, fishing with you, it really takes me back. This feels just like the good old days, when Gerald was sitting alongside me.
You can count on me.
Oh.
I have no doubt.
That went better than expected.
I would say so.
Can I use this off the battle?
I understand.
It's all instinct now.
Technique never betrays.
Bernadetta, you've mastered your class. It's time for you to move on. Not quite yet. I think I might leave Kev alone. I have to buy a thing for her.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're gonna become a bow knight. Manuela can become a Pegasus knight?
Well.
Easy.
Master Seal to try to get Wyvern Lord, and she's only at 68%. I'd really like for it to be a little bit higher than that, because we failed a lot at 68%. What's Ferdinand at for? Ferdinand's at 71! Nonsense, I said. I guess we might, like, backgrade Dorothea down into her monk class to get that mastered. It won't take long. How are you doing towards bow? Ugh, we need so much more bow riding to do. Oh dear.
Hubert, I have a request to give you, if I may be doing that.
Hello, Petra. How unusually formal.
You are always comparing me against Edelgard. I have been observing you, and you are not often making comparisons like that. So why are you always comparing me? I do not enjoy being compared.
An astute observation. I should point out that such a comparison only reflects well on you. I am perhaps doing so because you are both royalty.
That is not making sense to me. In battle, you and I are the same. Neither of us has a higher rank than general. Edelgard is leading the entire army. But you and I are both leading a part of the army. That should be making us... what is it? Comrades in arms.
Comrades in arms, you say?
When you are looking at me, you are thinking of me compared to Edelgard. But I want you to be looking at me as only myself. Do you have understanding? I do not want you seeing me as foreign royalty, but as your comrade in arms, who is working with you at your side.
I understand you now. It seems I've done you a great disservice, Petra. Your friendship is important to me. I am sorry that I failed to make that clear. By comparing you to Lady Edelgard, I have treated you merely as one chasing after her shadow. I have done so even while believing that the Empire and Brigid would never go to war again.
Do you really think you can stop comparing? I am knowing well that Edelgard takes a big place inside your heart.
I do not fully understand it. But when I look at you, I simply cannot help but think of Her Majesty. Your past, full of hardship. Your unwavering determination. Your uncommon excellence. As such, I cannot promise never to compare you. But I will try my best to do so less often.
For now, that will be okay. But I will not be giving up on this. And I want you knowing that one day, when you are comparing, you will be finding I have won the comparison.
What an amusing thing to say. Lady Edelgard's face would contort most bitterly were she to hear it.
Be marking my words, Hubert. One day, between the two of us, you will be choosing me.
What is it, Hubert?
Nothing in particular. Just taking a moment to admire your skill with a bow. I'm willing to bet you could put an arrow through the neck of an enemy general from quite a distance. In fact, To any leader's bodyguard, I would go so far as to say you pose the most dangerous kind of threat.
Don't worry your fragile little self. Your lady princess is safe. I wouldn't shoot my employer.
I would certainly hope not. But there are some mercenaries to whom a contract means little. And you would do well to remember that Lady Edelgard is no mere princess. You should take care to learn the proper form of address for your employer.
I said lady. I already told you, I'm not going to break the princess's contract.
What did I just say?
Proper address. Right. Next time.
My patience has limits, you know. For the moment, you may stand in Lady Edelgard's good graces. But if you become a problem, I will not hesitate to eliminate you.
You're unstable, Hubert. Be careful who you threaten.
Oh, good.
I don't take kindly to those who get in the way of my contracts.
Is that a threat?
You did it
Just
first.
some advice.
Would you two stop flirting about assassinations?
Linhardt, I need to be asking for your wisdom. Will you consent?
My wisdom? About?
I was hunting earlier, and the land gifted me with lots of game. It was all brought by me to the kitchen, and then...
You're not asking me for help with the butchery, are you? If so, stop right there. I despise the sight of blood.
No, I am not asking that. All of that work and care is given right after the hunting. Giving gratitude, bleeding, skinning, all has been done to be making very nice fresh meat. That meat is sitting in the kitchen already.
Oh, thank goodness. Then whatever do you need from me? I'm not much of a cook.
I want to be smoking the meat, so we can be preserving it. There is a big quantity of it. But I am without enough firewood for the smoking. I am needing more than I was thinking I would. The darkness has fallen outside, so it will be difficult to be collecting it right now.
Why not gather wood in the morning? Get some sleep now.
This meat will not be waiting that long. It will be going to waste. Please, do you have any suggestion for what I can do? You have much wisdom for giving, so I am hoping you will be helping me.
Okay, let me see. Easy to forage wood at this time of night. You know, there were a good number of desks and chairs in the ruined corner of the monastery. Some of the stuff there is salvageable, so none of it has been thrown away. There's definitely high-quality oak and beech out there. Both would be excellent for smoking meat.
Is that factual? I was not knowing that. The wisdom you give is exceptional.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Varnished wood should not be used for smoking
that
meat.
looks broken beyond repair, no one should complain.
I am giving you my gratitude, Linhardt. Now, let's be going.
Pardon?
I need help.
You have all of the wisdom about choosing wood for smoking. I am wanting your assistance.
But it's bedtime. Okay, fine. I can point out the choice smoking wood. Then I'll have to help haul it all back, won't I?
It would give me great happiness. There's no one better than you for this task.
Please stop with the praising. All right, fine, I'll help. I'm just that nice a guy.
Here. I patched up the clothes you gave me.
Hey, thanks. You've helped me a lot lately. I feel like I should be doing this stuff myself. But ever since you patched up my sleeve, I've been really interested in your craft.
Craft? You mean my embroidery?
Yeah. When I saw what you were doing, I thought, what the heck is that? But it turned out to be a nice touch, once I was actually wearing it. Practical, too. When you're embroidering, you patch up the torn parts with new cloth, right? And that strengthens it, so the same part won't break as easily next time.
I'm glad you like it. At first, I felt like you thought it was stupid. I was worried you secretly hated me or something. It made me pretty scared to show you my stitching.
Sorry. I should have told you I liked it. Thanks, Bernadetta. I'm glad I asked for your help.
Oh,
Friends.
it's nothing.
What'd you make this time? A hornet, huh? You do like the scary critters, don't you?
It zips out from the trees and strikes, just like you.
I sting like a hornet, do I? Actually, I like that. You know, you ought to be more confident.
What?
You're good enough at sewing that you can make a living out of it. You should take pride in that. Your skills would be really useful to the war effort, too. We're always needing equipment mended.
Useful? Oh, no. I'm completely useless.
Bernadetta,
More so on the battlefield.
take a compliment.
That's not true at all. You've been a great help. Maybe I'm a better fighter, but I've got nowhere near the same skill at sewing. We can help each other. Isn't that what friends do?
Friends? We're
You
friends?
made a friend, Bernadetta. Be
Hey,
happy.
come on. I know you're not the most confident, but this is getting silly. Of course we're friends. I completely trust you.
Leonie?
Yeah?
Get your clothes torn up as much as you want. I'll always be here to patch them right up.
Right, for sure. But I wasn't just talking about embroidery, you know.
So many conversations.
Shamir, you are training away from the ground of training.
Ah, Petra. Well, it looks like it might rain.
I have understanding. Rain training can cause unhealthiness. Can I give you a question now?
Sure.
You come from Dagda, I think. Why are you working at the monastery?
You can tell I'm from Dagda? Oh, I suppose Bridget is our neighbor. As for why I work here, that's simple. I work to live. I also have an interest in seeing what happens to your professor. I don't plan to return to Dagda anytime soon.
But Fodlan is an enemy for you, right? Are you feeling okay about that?
The only ones I've fought in person are the Imperial Army, under the command of the previous Emperor. I carry no ill will toward anyone else, including, of course, the current Emperor.
I have gratitude for your answering. You have given me understanding.
How about you? Do you hate them? The Empire is your father's enemy, no? And it's Dagda's fault that Bridget got pulled into the war at all. So, do you hate Dagda? Or do you see that as none of your concern?
The fault is not of Dagda. My father made his own choice to be joining the war. I cannot say I have no hatred for the Empire, but I do not have any for Edelgard. She gives me much help and strength. I cannot have hate for her.
Makes sense. You can hate a country without hating its people.
You speak with such honesty. It is very amazing.
I'm not that special. I just don't let emotions get in my way.
Manuela, I would like to apologize. The other day, I said some things to you that I am, well, not proud of in the least.
Oh no, Hanneman. It is I who should be apologizing.
Oh my God, are we
I behaved
seriously
in
gonna
just
do
the
this, you
most
two?
dreadful manner. I was just lashing out at everything. You were right to call me out. Really. And I do very much mean this. I'm so sorry for my behavior.
No, please, pay it no mind. Actually, I'm thankful for what you said during our conflict.
Thankful?
Yes. You made me realize that I have a somewhat meddlesome nature. Thanks to you, I believe I found an area in which I can improve myself.
I could say the same thing, you know. Your accusations, they really hit home. After I cooled down, I realized you were right. I really ought to try and keep my emotions a bit more under control.
Well, that's good to hear. It seems this wasn't a fruitless clash for either of us.
Oh, indeed. There's nothing more depressing than a pointless fight, is there? Don't you wonder, though, just how many times we've had this same argument?
We do always seem to be at one another's throats before we even realize it. I don't know how we manage to keep it up.
You're not wrong. Something the matter, Hanneman?
Well, it's just... you don't smile like that very often. But when you do, it is quite charming. Perhaps your struggles in love are due to your reliance on false affection, instead of your more natural charms.
Well, thank you for the compliment. Even if you did have to spoil it with criticism. If you weren't so judgmental all the time, maybe you'd have had more luck in romance yourself.
What? Manuela, as your friend, I was only trying to give you a useful bit of advice.
And that so-called advice is exactly why I call you meddlesome and overbearing.
There it is. Manuela begins to protest even when she knows the fault lies with the...
Oh boy.
Alois, what a pleasant surprise. Would you care to join me?
Ah, perfect. I was just looking for someone to dine with. Let's raid the dining hall, shall we?
My goodness, but you're in a good mood.
Manuela, I have some news. I received a letter from my wife today.
Oh?
My daughter just picked up a new skill. Can you guess what it might be?
Singing? Dancing? I've no idea what parents teach their kids, or why they even have children at all. Still, give me a hint. Fishing? Bricklaying? Cooking?
Bricklaying!
That's right! Spot on as always. My wife is teaching her the basics.
The basics of which?
Next time I'm home, my daughter will be able to cook me all my favorite meals. What a lucky father I am. Is any father in the world luckier than I?
I don't know. And I don't care to know.
My wife greeting me at the door. My daughter's nervous face as she sets the meal on the table. Oh, I'm so excited I bet I won't even be able to taste the food as I devour it.
Wouldn't your daughter appreciate it more if you took the time to savor?
Then I'll say, how delicious! That was the second best meal I've ever had.
Not first best? Shouldn't you encourage her?
Mommy's cooking is the best, but you're a close runner-up, darling.
Why would you say?
Oh, Daddy, I'm so happy you liked it, she'll say, as she embraces me, a big smile on her little face. Ah, what could make a man happier?
You've forgotten I'm here, haven't you? All I wanted was a dinner companion. What did I do to deserve this?
You spoke to Alois.
Ah, Dorothea. I am surprised to find you here. I did not think you were all that religious.
There's a lot you don't know, Ferdy. But you're right. I'd hardly call myself devout. After all, it was thanks to the goddess and her noble regime that I suffered so much as a child.
You must be quite brave to speak so coarsely in this hallowed place. But what do you mean about suffering as a child?
Do I really have to tell you? Oh, forget it. I'm sure you already know that I'm an orphan. I grew up in the alleys of Enbar, begging for coins, eating scraps, drinking from drains.
I see. I remember seeing street children around the city.
I could have died. Then the right person overheard me singing. And suddenly I was in the opera. I was a songstress. And my goodness, did the nobles like me. The people who used to spit on me and call me an urchin, they praised my voice and my beauty. A nobleman who once kicked me gave me the most gorgeous shoes. I almost asked if it was a joke.
So that is why you despise the nobility. But why do you think I am the same as them? Do you really believe that is the kind of man I am? You think I would ever treat people differently based on appearances? There is nothing noble about that.
Oh, really? You're something different?
Ooh!
It's not how I remember things. It was the very day that I was discovered. I was in high spirits. Nothing was wrong in the world. I secretly bathed in one of the town's fountains, hoping to wash off some of the dirt from the streets. I sang the same song the opera composer overheard earlier that day. And that's when you appeared.
Me? No, it could not have been.
Don't play dumb. You glared at me, the same look I'd gotten from every other noble, then you ran off. When we met at the academy, you were a different person. All smiles and friendly words. You were like a bee, Ferdinand. A bee attracted to a flower in full bloom.
So it was you then, singing that song. Dorothea, please listen. This is a misunderstanding. When I saw you, I could not take my eyes off you. I was hypnotized.
You were naked
Your
in a
beautiful
fountain.
voice, your elegant face, droplets of water on your skin that glittered in the sun. I thought you were a water nymph.
Stop it, don't lie to me.
No, it is true. I was only a child. The vision overwhelmed me. That is why I ran. I plucked up the courage to return, but no one was there. I thought perhaps it was a dream.
Maybe I can believe you. I've wanted to, ever since the day you made me those treats. I thought then that maybe you weren't like the others, but there's a lot I have to let go of, Ferdy.
Of course. I am glad we had this conversation. You know, I do not mind you thinking of me as a bee. Life as a simple drone, circling a queen. It actually sounds quite wonderful.
Don't drones keep the queen safe from other bugs? I like the sound of that.
Hey, Shamir. Your archery skills were amazing the other day. I couldn't believe it when you hit all those bullseyes. Not a single miss.
It was nothing.
No way, it was incredible. You were incredible. You gotta teach me how to shoot.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That sounds like a yes to me. Are you free tomorrow?
Maybe. No promises, though.
Come on, Shamir, don't be like that. Wait, is this because you don't think I'm good enough? Oh, that can't be it.
It's nothing personal. As someone born in Dagda, I'm not very fond of the Empire.
Dagda? Where is... Oh! You mean where they had that war with the Empire a few years back? The country west of Fodlan. Across the ocean. That Dagda?
No, the
That
other
Dagda.
Dagda.
But that is behind us.
The
I
other
had no
Dagda.
idea. I understand why you'd hate the Empire so much, though. My father was a major general in that war. He led an entire army. If I were you, I definitely wouldn't want to train the son of someone who killed all those Dagdans.
You misunderstand. I harbor no ill will toward your generation. I'm thankful for Edelgard. She destroyed what was left of the old Empire.
Huh? Well, then what does this have to do with you teaching me how to shoot?
I simply have other commitments. I don't have the time to teach everyone, so I can't make any promises.
That's your reason? You're just too busy? I thought you hated me.
Jesus,
I guess I
Caspar,
had nothing
please,
to
my
worry about.
dude.
In that
You and
case, I'm
Purdy.
excited to get to know you better. Let's leave all that Dagda and Empire stuff in the past.
Why am I so off? Yesterday wasn't like this. Some days I just can't seem to hit anything.
Your mind, body, and technique are not synchronized. Find harmony between the three. You lack experience. You'll improve if you practice.
Now that you mention it, Shamir, how come I've never seen you train? Do you keep odd hours? Or are you just so good that you don't even need it anymore?
I am always training. Look here.
A dagger.
Watch.
Wow, nice throw. That was a long one. But does throwing knives at pillars really count as shooting practice?
Look closely.
Is that a centipede? You pierced it clean in half. How did you even see that?
I train everything. Eyes, speed, accuracy. Watch as the bird flies. Feel the wind. Recognize the distance between objects. Not all training requires a weapon. Integrate training into your daily routine.
My daily routine, huh? Well, that's great advice. Thanks. I'll do my best.
Very good. Just be cautious.
Oh boy. Hey, we've gotten through all the support conversations. What are we doing? Battle. Right? Alright. Are we gonna... So we need advanced seals and other seals be a sword master. Yay!
I've set my...
Sure. Battle? What are we? Oh, jeez, it's 11:30. How did he get so late? I think I might actually call him. We'll come back tomorrow, do the 2 battles, get through the end of the month and the start of the invasion of the kingdom. And then I believe there's only 3 more chapters after that. I believe that's right. Yeah. Gotta stop at some point. And now's a good time to stop. Well, we did a lot. Now that we're getting close to the end game, everybody's like support conversations coming up one after the other. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I got nothing else. Oh gosh. Yeah, so tomorrow more stream in the evening. I'm gonna try to start a little earlier in the evening so that I can end a little earlier. Because I need my beauty sleep. Alright, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.